Hi everybody, Thomas from Cranky Gamers UK. Finally getting this video off the ground. Disaster after disaster this afternoon. Finished one, MacBook ran out of space while I started recording. Second one, my tripod's broke, so apologies for any weird camera angles. I'm going to do the best I can. Currently, the tripod is being held together by the USB cable because the screws broke that changes the angle of the camera. Got to get a new tripod. Anyway, let's get on with it. This is going to cause no end of scene on our show. I know it is. I'm so looking forward to it. This has been sent to me as a gift, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But it's going to, like I say, any regular listeners to the show, crankygamersuk.net is our 10-year-old podcast that's still going strong. If you want to tune in every week, we've got some very good views and not so good views. But anyway, let's get on with this unboxing, shall we? Because this is, well, I'm actually looking forward to this completely, but I think it's going to cause quite a bit of a scene, as you regular listeners will know. So should we get it out and get to it? Oh my god, yes, it is a Nacon Revolution Pro controller. This is one of two, strangely enough, officially endorsed by Sony PlayStation. It's classed as one of the Pro controllers, the Elite controllers as we call them on the show. You know my views on them in the past. I've given the guys a real good wind-up of spending ridiculous amounts of money. I will come to the price of this in a second. It's currently on offer on Shop2, by the way. But anyway, let's get into it, because this, I don't want to damage the box because there's some cool stuff. Now, I'm going to save one of the things. When I knew this was coming, I actually went to get some information about it. I actually watched some reviews, so apologies for just cutting these tapes. Whoops, should have done that earlier. But anyway, we're nearly there. Let me try not to chop my hand off with my X-Acto knife. Shall we get right to it? I'll tell you what, let's show you a bit on the box. So it is the Nacon Revolution Pro controller, and anybody can see straight off the bat that. And we all know, and we argue on the show very often about the best controller ever is the Xbox One controller. I'm not of that belief. I'm not saying it's a bad controller. It is a great controller. But I think it's down to game preferences and what you play personally. And of course, if you're used to the PlayStation controller, it's just as good. This I can't wait to see, but there's a caveat at the end that I'm kind of ooh and ahhing, but we shall come to that anyway. So let me point out a few statistics. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's get on to it, because it's going to be a pretty long video anyway. So it's a beautifully box. I think this is magnetic. I'm hoping we've got a great view. Again, apologies because my camera's struggling. But it's a magnet. I think I did it the wrong way. Yeah, I think that just does that. So let's open it. And you've got a nice cardboard thing. That's a good enough camera angle, I think. Nice cardboard thing. And let's get it out. Wow, it looks lovely. Oh, it does look nice. I am going to say that. I'm just going to put that aside because we're going to need some stuff. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Well, let's touch on a few things. It's programmable. Now, when I said at the top of the unboxing, there are two. There's this one and the Razor. Now, the Razor, if I tell you this retails, let me get the price out of the way. This retails for around about £90 on average. Shocking, I know, crazy prices. Now, the other official controller by Sony is the Razor edition, where the D-pads are actually here. So it's a kind of different kind of stuff. But these are actually aimed for esports. They both go out on a limb to say that it's for esports. But I've seen some reviews where normal, everyday gamer like me, who games a hell of a lot for the podcast, so it's kind of, you know, a decent controller. 3.5 jack in the bottom. Heard reports that this isn't that good on a microphone on chat, which for the money, I will report on the show about that. But a few things to point out. We've got programmable buttons on the back. I'll come to the back in a minute, but you can see these are big, larger buttons, standard. You've got the touchpad, you've got the share button, standard, you've got the options button, you've got these. Now, one of the things that a lot of reviewers have touched on, this has got a dim, and I've got to say straight off the bat, this it feels small. That I think is way smaller than a standard, but it sits nice. And this one's opposite. This is raised. But one of the great points I liked on the review, these are metal. So you all know when you've used your controller for a while, you get all the shavings and the crap inside. Not on this. This is an 8-directional D-pad. Some like it, some don't. Obviously made for fighting games if that's your kind of thing. One of the downsides to this I've heard is the triggers. Now I get what they're saying, so let's turn over. I will come to this last because this is the caveat and the most important thing of this controller, which may upset a few people. So we've got the regular shoulder buttons, lovely return, nice click on them. Now these triggers, as you can see, they're at an angle. They are shaped with that angle, and I have heard reviewers say it doesn't feel right. I can see what they're saying. It's going to get some used to it. It does feel different. The travel's the same. They're pretty nice, but they're all at that angle of this controller. Now, as I turn over, because let's get to the important part, are the back buttons. There's this one here, this one here. It also clicks there and clicks there. Again, on other reviews, I've heard that one of these sets is hard to get to. Don't know yet. Now I have to say, I am not that interested about programming this controller to modification to Pro Controller standards. I'm just, you know, looking forward to a really good controller, something different, something with a bit more bulkiness, and I've got one of the coolest things that I'll show you in a second. Modes, Mode 1, Mode 2. Mode 1 is the standard PS4 controller. Leave it on that. Everything will be the same as it is on your standard. Move it to Mode 2. That will then come into all the modifications. Now, sadly, a couple of points for me. You have to modify this on a PC. And also, again, a bit negative for me, you can't currently modify it on a MacBook. The software that you download currently doesn't work on a MacBook. Now, anybody who listens to the show, I know I'm prevalently a MacBook person. I do the show editing on the Mac, and it's my go-to machine. Now, I do have a PC, obviously, but again, I'm not that bothered about the, you know, the programming. I will look at it for the review, because obviously I want to have a look-see. I mean, it could work out. There could be an odd game that I quite like it, but having to drag out the PC and then program it and what have you, bit hit and miss. One cool thing that I can't show you yet because it's not going to be set up on this video, but this thing around here, can I show it on the box? Yes, I think I can. Let me just get the box out a second. Now you see this colour, that's actually a light. That lights up when connected. It's gorgeous. But not only is it really nice colour, it's programmable in the software. You can change that on a colour spectrum, have it any colour you want. I've seen it running online. Looks really nice. Now the feel of it, the best way I can describe it, it's that kind of smooth suede kind of feel. Feels lovely, I've got to say. I don't know if you're going to pick this up on camera, and I know it's probably not going to zoom in properly, and the lighting's crap, but that top is like the 20th anniversary on the touchpad. Let me try and get this to zoom in. Is it going to do it? Yeah, there you are. A little bit of a look. So all in all, feel like it. Now, one of the coolest things is this thing under here. Now you can see left and right, and I must admit this is one of the things that's quite got me intrigued. There's a tiny mark on that, or is that a light? I'm not sure. There's one on each, so it's probably a mark. Now there's a key in here. Now I might be able to do it with my finger, I'm not sure. No, I'm not going to try it. Basically, you get a key in there, turn it, and then tubes pop out. And in the tubes, in this box, are weights. I will now bring the box in to show you, because we have a lot of accessories. And of course, let's get down to it, to what is in the box. A few stickers. Why you've got stickers, God only knows. Stickers are for, you know, for kids basically. Now let me open this bag, because there are a few little nuggets in here. Now I am going to say that Shop 2, I've got it on offer, as I said. Currently it's down on Shop 2 for 72, which is quite way down on the £90 price. I'll come to that in a second. In there is a lovely drawstring bag. Some people on reviews said they'd like a hard case with it costing so much money. Again, doesn't affect me. Not a portable, not going to be going anywhere. But now I'm coming to, I can feel the weight in here. First I'll show you the weights, but then I'm coming to the kicker. When I actually heard this, I was both shocked and surprised. But anyway, let me show you in here. Now what these are, look. In fact, I can actually show you. Let me stop them rolling away. This is the little key, like a little screwdriver. What you do, you grab your controller, put it in there, turn it round to that mark, and then what you do, you pull that out, look guys, and basically you drop these weights in, and have different weights in the system. You drop it back in there like that. Let me get it in. You drop it in there like that. Get the key. Turn it. Apologies, that's slipping. Get the key and turn it. It's like a mini screw. And there, I can already tell you now that is carrying some weight. I like that. We've all said about PlayStation controllers in the past have been very light, very flimsy. Well, I can tell you now what these are. There are 10 grams. Not sure if you're picking that up. The big ones are 17 grams, and I think the middle one are 14 grams. So you've got 3 on each side, but you can have only 2 at once. So that's the really big, crazy plus for what you're paying your money for. Now I'm going to come to the big thing, and this may say to people, oh, because I did when I heard it. I said, oh, and this is really hard to get out. Now what it is, it's a USB cable. Now you may already notice this cool or very strange different connector. It's a 5-pin connector that goes in. Could be flimsy, we all know pins, very strange. Now the kicker, I'll just explain what that is. That is a cable saver. That's basically to thread on the end of there, that when you fasten that into there, it saves this cable here. It's a braided USB cable. It's 3 meters long. But this is it, guys. Are you ready for the biggie? The controller's wired. It has to be connected wired. It's not a wireless controller, which I have to say, like I did when I first heard it, all the bells and whistles, all the nice weights, all the stuff, the feel, the buttons on the back. And let me just say, by the way, the buttons on the back, let me just feel this thing. Now they do press. Now the side ones press. I can tell I'm trying the ones at the back. Now they do press nicely. Now the ones that the people said are a bit weird. No, they're not actually. I can get to them with not much. That's one of them. That's the side, the front, the side, the front. I can get to them, no problem. I'm not struggling with that. But anyway, let's get back to this big elephant in the room. It's this. It has to be wired, guys, all the time. Now, is that a massive problem? I don't know. Just coming back to a few of the things that, you know, programmers will like. Everything can be programmed, even the travel on these, even the travel, even the trigger press. So this is what you're paying your money for. You are paying for your customization, you know, if that's what you're inclined. For me, I just like the feel, the look. Of course, we've now got the Xbox style buttons up here. Now, what I am going to do, I've just recently platinumed Horizon Dawn. So I've hammered that. I played it on a standard DS4, loved it. I'm now going to have another bash at it for an hour deep into the game, just to see, you know, a controller is a controller, and it's a very contentious issue. I've always been led to believe on the show, and this is why my argument was, do these controllers warrant the cost? The Xbox Elite controller's over £100. A lot of you Xbox fans say, yes, it is, it feels lovely. I've had one of them in my hand. I didn't like the feel of it. This at the minute feels good. The wired problem, though, is it going to be a problem? I don't know. It's supposed to cut down on response time. It's the lag issue for your pro players. Again, that's what these are designed for. But retail, this should go for about 90. Now, the Razer, which is the competitive one, they're 150. Now, personally, no. £150 is a crazy amount of money. I would probably just go out on a limb and say, currently the price at shop to at 72. That's not bad. I think you're just getting there. Because let's not forget, a brand new DS4 controllers can be pushed at 45, 49 quid. I know you can pick them up in sales, but basic retail is around 49, 50 quid. So would you push the extra? A lot of bells and whistles on this. I will report on the show. I hope you like it. I must admit, the touch and feel of it for now, for me, I'm liking it. It is the Nacon Revolution Pro Controller, officially endorsed by Sony. Check it out. I will just say one quick thing about the Razer. Go and check the reviews. Go onto YouTube. That's what I did when I knew this was coming. And all the top sites that have reviewed both of them side by side, they actually say, and this is a strange one, and I kind of get what they mean, they wish that one had some of the features the other had. Basically, they wish they could make a hybrid of both of them mixed together, and I kind of watched the videos and I knew what they was thinking. Let me just read some of the bump on here, what can be done. It's a 46-degree analog stick. It's got dual vibrations, which is a cool thing. A lot of people thought with having these weights in here, you wouldn't be having the vibration, but there is. It's fully programmable with a PC app. Secure cable, detachable for storage. That's the biggie. It has to be connected to play. Adjustable weights. I've already showed you the weights. What other things have we got? We've got dual analog sticks, 3-meter cable, adjustable triggers, a 3.5 jack, 4 times shortcut buttons, vibrations, 2 internal compartments for weights, 8-way directional pad, and that's the player. By the way, you'll know there's no light bar. That basically is the new light bar. That's what it is. So, what do you think? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, guys, click like, click subscribe. Don't forget, click the bell. I'm not doing a lot of videos at the minute because I've got other things on. But I will try and get some videos for unboxings. I'm just not getting the stuff sent to me anymore, which is a shame because I used to like unboxings for reviews. But anything I do get, I will stick on this channel. So like I say, click like, click subscribe. You'll get the videos when they do come. If you do like gaming, crankygamersuk.net is where we're at. I'm on Twitter @Tozol. Hope you've enjoyed this unboxing of a lovely piece of kit. Can't wait to get my hands on it tonight. And I'll let you know on the show on Sunday, guys. So if you want to follow up, it will be on the show. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye for now.